Welcome, baddies. It's your favorite manifestation baddie, and we are back with another video. Okay, listen, I know exactly why you clicked on this video, and I just want to say to you first that there is nothing wrong with you being here. You love someone, and there's a situation standing between you and that person, and you have tried every single thing. You have cried, you've prayed, you have scrolled through countless of manifestation videos in the morning wondering if it's even possible, wondering if you are even powerful enough to change this. And listen, I'm here to tell you, yes, you are. You are exactly powerful enough to change this. Now, I need you to stay with me for this entire video because we're going to go deep today. When I say deep, I mean we're going to go really, really deep. We're going to talk about the third party situation. We're going to talk about techniques that actually going to work. And we're going to talk about the mindset shift that's going to change everything. See, this is one of the most sensitive topics in the manifestation community. And I'm going to handle it with you. And I'm going to handle it with you with care. But I'm also going to be real with you because you deserve real, not just something that's comfort. Now, let's go ahead and get into this. Welcome back, guys. It's your girl, Jackie. And on this channel, we talk all things manifestation. We stop playing small, we do the work, and we receive everything that God has for us. So I'm so glad that you are here with me because today's video, this one right here, I've been waiting for a long time to do this. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now because the Baddies Gang, we don't play over here. And I don't want you to miss nothing that's going on in our community. Now, before we get into this, I want to acknowledge something with you. If you're here because of a third party situation, listen, I know that this is painful. I know some of you have been in this situation for months, maybe even years. And I know it feels like no matter what you do, nothing is moving. But I need you to hear me when I say this. A third party is not your competition. A third party is not more powerful than you are. And a third party situation is not the end of the story. It's simple a reflection of your current state in the consciousness. And see, the consciousness can always be changed. So take a deep breath. You're in the right place. And by the end of this video, you're going to have everything you need. Okay, so let's talk about what really is a third party. Okay, because I think a lot of people walk into this with a misunderstanding that makes everything much harder for them. See, a third party, or what we call in the manifestation community a 3P, is simply just another person who appears to be standing between you and your person. It could be an ex, it could be a friend, it could be a new person that your SP met. It's just a situation that feels like an obstacle for your relationship. And see, here's the first thing I need you to understand. The third party is not the problem. I know that might be hard to hear, but I want you to stay with me. The third party is just a symptom. They're showing up in your reality as a reflection of something happening in your own conscious mind. Either it's a belief that you're not chosen, either it's a belief that you're not good enough. It could also be a belief that love is hard for you to keep, or that people always leave, or that you always end up alone. And see, this is actually good because it means that the third party has no real power over you. They're just a mirror. And when you change what's happening in the inside of you, and when you shift your consciousness, your self concept, your assumption, guess what? The mirror has to change too. See, I'm going to make it very clear to you. There are no others. What you see in your world is always a projection of your own state of consciousness. So, the third party is not doing anything to you. They're simply reflecting back what you actually believe about yourself and your relationships. Now, I also want to address something real quick to you because I know that some of you are sitting here just thinking, but what about their free will? Can I really manifest someone away from my SP without affecting their free will? And listen, here's my answer to you. You're not controlling anyone. You're not forcing anyone. You're just shifting your concept and your conscious and your assumption. And when you do that, the people and the circumstances in your outer world is going to rearrange themselves to match your inner world naturally, organically. You don't even have to try. You don't even have to manipulate a single person. This is not about controlling anyone. This is a simple law working as it was designed to work. Now that you have that foundation, let's go ahead and talk about how this actually is going to work for you. The first thing you must do, you got to change your self concept work. Before we get into any techniques, I need to talk to you about something that most manifestation videos completely skip over. And it's the reason why so many people do their affirmations and their scripting and their visualization and the third party sit on move. See, the thing is your self concept. Because here's what I see happening all the time. Someone finds out about a third party. They panic, right? They immediately jump into affirmations and techniques from a place of fear, from a place of, oh no, I'm losing them. I'm not enough. Why did they choose her over me? I need to fix this. And see, that energy, my friend, is desperate, fearful, not enough energy. It's what gets projected into your manifestation. And actually, that type of energy pushes your SP further away and it keeps their ass with the third party. So, the very first thing you have to do before any techniques is work on who you believe yourself to be. Because see, if deep down you believe that you're someone who get replaced, someone who is always the second choice, someone who people leave, that belief is going to override every affirmation that you say. And I want you to ask yourself this right now, and I want you to drop this in a comment for me. What do you actually believe about yourself when it comes to relationships? And I want you to be honest, because whatever your honest answer is, that is what's being projected into your reality. And then I want you to decide right now, in this very moment, just to choose a new story, a new identity, a new self concept. Here's your new self concept as it relates to your SP in this situation. You got to start telling yourself, I'm the only woman that my SPC. I'm the only man that my SPC. I'm his person. I'm always chosen. I'm irreplaceable. This is nobody else can compare or compete to me. They are drawn to me naturally and completely. I am secure in this love because it was always mine. You got to write that down. Put it in your phone. Read it every morning. Read it every night. On your lunch, read it. While you washing your dishes, repeat it to yourself. You have to read it every time your mind tries to drag you back into fear and comparison and that you're not enough. Because see, the person who gets the SP, who gets the commitment, they're the person that makes the third party disappear. That person is not desperate chasing. They're not panicking. They're not obsessing over what the third party is doing. They're very secure and they're certain and they are unbothered because that person knows that they are the one. They always been the one. They always going to be the one because you got to know that you are always chosen. You got to become the person in your mind first, and then your outer reality is going to flow. Now, let's get into how to remove the nasty 3P. In my if you notice, I don't really do too many 3P videos because in my reality that don't exist. But I do get a lot of people that watch me and ask me. That is like one question I get all the time. And I did say I was going to start doing more videos on this subject. Let's get into this, okay? Let's talk about the techniques that you're going to be doing. And the first one that you're going to be doing is one of my very favorite, robotic affirming. And if you've been around on this channel for a while, you know that this is one of my favorite techniques. And robotic affirming is just when you take one to two, maybe three powerful affirmations and you repeat it over and over. You know, you just constantly repeat it and you don't have any feeling about it. You just say it consistently over and over. You say it until your subconscious has heard it so many times that it just accepts it as fact. And here's why this works so powerful, especially for a third party situation. See, your subconscious mind, the part that is actually running your reality, does not know the difference between what is real and what is fake. So when you tell yourself over and over and over that the third party is gone, that your SP is fully yours, that's what's going to happen. And that you're the only one that they love and want to be with, it's going to start to accept that your current reality is such as that. And then it works to make the outer world match. So I'm going to give you some robotic affirmations that's going to help you. And what I want you to do, I want you to pick 1 to 2 that resonate with you the most, and I want you to repeat them at least 100 times a day. So I need you to stick with me, because at the end of this video, I'm going to give you those powerful affirmations. These are affirmations that I give my coaching clients, and the success that they have had is phenomenal. Now, I'm also going to tell you how you need to be doing these affirmations. So I want you to stick around for this, okay? Let's go into the next routine, which is one of my favorites. Every night before you go to bed, every single night, you have to visualize the relationship that you're calling in. And this is how this works, okay? Right when you're falling asleep, you're kind of in a drowsiness, in between state situation where you're not fully awake, but you're not fully asleep yet. See, your subconscious mind is completely wide open. And that conscious mind, the one that's doubting, is slowly coming, you're getting rid of that mind. That mind has kind of quieted down. And in that window, when your subconscious would accept whatever you feed it to be absolutely true, you're going to start playing a very specific scene in your mind. And that scene is going to apply that the third party situation is completely removed, that it's done. You want to see you and your SP together, and then there's no interference whatsoever. Now, the key to doing this scene is that it implies the end result, not the journey to get there. You do not want to visualize the third party leaving, or a big confrontation, or just like a dramatic moment. You want to see after. You want to see the reality where it's already done. So I'm going to give you an example of a scene, that you can do. So I want you to close your eyes as you're drifting off. And I want you to see yourself sitting with your SP. Maybe you're on the couch together. Maybe you're having dinner. Maybe he's looking at you, or she's looking at you in the way that you have always wanted. And in this scene, there is no third party. There's no tension. There's no competition. There's just you and them together, happy, complete. Now I want you to feel their presence next to you. Feel the warmth of that moment. Feel the peace of knowing that this is your reality. Feel the love between you two. Easy, real, undisturbed. Now what I want you to do is loop that scene over and over. I want you to keep it short, like a 10 to 15 minute movie clip. And then I want you to just loop it as you drift off to sleep. Let that be the last thing that your mind holds before your unconsciousness take over. And because when you fall to sleep in that state, the state of already having what you want, your subconscious is going to carry it all night and goes to work rearranging your outer world to match your inner picture. I want you to do this every single night. Don't miss a night. And on the nights when that fear and that doubt try to creep back in as you lay there, don't fight it. Just gently redirect back to your scene. Gentle, without frustration. Just bring it back. Consistency with this routine is what's going to create the shift. And listen to me, if you have a lot of doubt, fear, I'm just going to tell you the truth. One night is not going to do it. But 10 nights, 21 nights, 30 nights, that's where the magic begins. That is where you wake up one day and things have shifted in the way that you can't fully explain. Okay? I want to pause for 1 second because I want to tell you something very special that we have going on inside this community. And it's called the Pen Pal Collective. And if you have not heard about it yet, I'm going to tag a video in the comment section because if you really want to manifest your desires, this is something that you want to get in. Okay? And if you have not sent that email yet, what you waiting on? Now, just to tell you a little bit about the Pen Pal Collective, basically what it is a community pen pal program. It's free. You don't have to pay anything that I created just for this channel. And I'm not going to tell you really how it works. I'm just going to tag the video, and then if that sounds like something that you're interested in, getting a pen pal to help keep you focused and to manifest your dream life, just go ahead and check out that video, okay? And if one thing that I can tell you, the most powerful thing that you can do for your manifestation, because we're practicing living in the end consistently and accountability. You're not just doing it alone in your journal. You have someone that's doing it with you. You're doing it with a community of people who have the same journey as you. And like I said, round one is going to be capped at 20 founding members, and we are almost there. So if you've been thinking about it, I'm just telling you now, it's time. That community is going to be very special, and I want you in it, okay? Now let's go ahead and get back to the video, right? The mindset shift that's going to change everything for you. I want to talk about that before I get out of here. And I believe that that's the most important part of this entire video. And this is it. You have to stop seeing the third party as your enemy. And you have to stop seeing yourself as a victim of this situation. I know that this is not easy to hear, but I need you to hear it. When you're in victim's energy and when you are in this it's happening to me energy, you're completely powerless because victims do not manifest. Creators manifest, and you are a creator. Every single time you looked at the third party with fear, with jealousy, with obsession, only thing you're doing is giving them power they do not actually have. And you're making them real in your consciousness. You are affirming their presence, and your subconscious goes, okay, this person is a big deal. Let me make sure that. But when you shift into I'm the creator of my reality, and this situation is simply a reflection of an old consciousness that I'm now changing, everything is going to shift with it. See, the third party becomes irrelevant not because you are in denial, but because in your reality, in the reality you are constantly creating, they simply do not exist as a factor. Your SP is yours. Your love is secure, and the third party is just a cloud passing through the sky that belongs to you. I want you to start saying this every time the third party crosses your mind. This situation has no power over me. I am the creator of my reality. And in my world, insert your SP's name, is mine. And this situation is already resolved. I do not fight what does not exist in my consciousness. I want you to say it, write it down, mean it. And then I want you to redirect yourself back to your self-concept affirmations. Now, let me also talk about something that I think is really important for anyone in a third-party situation, and that is detachment. Detachment does not mean you stop caring. It does not mean you give up. It just means you release the desperate grip. It means you do the work. You affirm it, your night visualization, your self-concept work. And then you just trust. Trust God, trust the law, trust the universe. You trust that what is yours cannot be taken from you. And what is not aligned will just fall away naturally. Because desperation is loud. And the universe, God, does not respond to no desperation. It responds to certainty. Don't get me wrong, can you manifest when you mad? Yeah, but it may take longer. And we don't have time for that. We ain't got time to be waiting on a year, 2 months. No, we want our stuff when we want it. So get certain, get grounded, do your work, then release it. Have faith, knowing that it's already done. Now, I cannot do this video on this topic with not bringing in the spiritual dimension, because for me, this is where everything happens. If you're a woman of faith or man of faith, and you believe in God or the higher power or whatever, I want you to know this. I want you to know that you can bring this situation to God, to universe, whoever, your higher self, whatever. You can lay it at their feet and you can pray about it. And I don't mean the begging prayer. I mean the prayer that's simply deciding that this is yours and this is done. That's the type of prayer I mean. If it's not this, it's something better for you. But I do believe that whatever you desire and whatever you want, you can have. I believe that. But you got to know either way, you're covered. You can have whatever you want. All right. If you stuck around, I told you that I was going to give you my powerful affirmations that I guarantee that's going to manifest everything that you want. And you got to know, fear, doubt, it don't exist. So hear those robotic affirmations and listen to me. Pick only 1 to 2, 3 at the most that resonate with you the most. And I want you to repeat them at least 100 times a day. The first one, your SP names go here, only wants me. The third party is completely out of our lives. Insert your SP name, sees only me, thinks only of me, chooses only me. The third party situation is resolved, it's done, it is over. I am the only woman or man in my SP's life and heart. SP and I are together. We're happy completely with no interference. They always choose me. Now, you got it. In the morning when you wake up, before you touch your phone, say your chosen affirmations 100 times. In the car, in the shower, while you're cooking, while you're folding laundry, say them. Anytime your mind starts to drift towards fear or doubt or checking the social media, checking up on the third party, you have to redirect it immediately to your affirmations and start repeating it. Because the goal is just to make affirmation the dominant thought of your mind. Because when your mind is dominant with those affirmations, your reality has no choice but to change. You got to drive out the fear and the doubt. And can I tell you something else before I let you go? That obsessive checking and scrolling their profile, the looks for signs in the in the 3D, and checking up on the third party, seeing how they look and what they got going on, you got to stop that. I know it's hard. Been there, done that. But every time you do that, only thing you're doing is affirming the reality. You don't have it yet. You're telling your subconscious that the third party is real, that this third party is a threat, that this third party has power. And your subconscious gonna say, I got it. Let's make this real. You gotta know that you are the only one. Can nobody compete with you? Can nobody compare to you? You deserve to be committed to. You deserve to be chosen. You got to know that. So when you feel the urge to check and you feel the urge to want to try to see what they got going on, instead, open your notes app where you have your affirmations saved. Open your journal where your affirmations are and start writing them, start repeating them. Redirect that every single time. And see, this is the discipline that's going to change the game for you. Okay, Bad Gang, we have covered so much today, and I'm proud of you for staying through this entire video. That tells me that you're serious and you're ready for a change. Okay? So listen, make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you never miss a video. Join the Pen Pal Collective if you're ready to manifest your best life. It's going to be multiple ways you can do this. Multiple ways. You're going to write a letter as your desire already is here. Why wouldn't you want to join the Pen Pal Collective? Okay? And listen, I want to leave you with this. You're not late. You have not missed your window. You have not done too much or said too much or waited too long. The law doesn't work like that. Your desire is still valid. Your person is still yours. And your power to shift this situation has not expired. You showed up today. You're getting ready to start doing the work. And that's what matters. Now go do your 100 affirmations. If you can do more, I would say do more. Go set up every night when you get ready to go to bed. Visualize that scene over and over and over and over till you go to sleep. Go decide that once and for all that you are the woman, the man who is always chosen, because you are. All right, Batty, I will definitely see you guys in the next video, and make sure to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel. Until the next one, see ya.